Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to start with these exercises that I really practice daily in order to manage my life. And the reason why I use the tools, I have these tools because before the tools, my life felt anxious. I felt lonely. I had just this low level anxiety, but I didn't think it needed to be tended to because I also felt I experienced happiness, motivation, love. But what I noticed was I was reacting from emotions. So when I do that, my logic gets squished down and I react just to the emotions. And it's because I'm trying not to feel them. I don't want to feel sadness. Now with tools, I have other options. Instead of sadness, loneliness, anger, spiraling my world into stopping my day and reacting illogically, I use the tool. I journal. I call someone. And these sound very simple and elementary, and they are. And that's because I'm going back to what do I really need? This emotion is not everything. It's going to pass. What's underneath it? What's around it? What can I actually use from it? And by practicing the tools daily, I sharpen them, just like we sharpen our kitchen tools, the tools in our shed, and this way I could use them a little bit easier as my day goes. So let's get into our practice. I practice being present. How do I do that? I experiment. Maybe I feel more present when I just pause for a moment. Maybe it takes a deep breath. Here's where I can experiment, and then I take that out into the real world. I don't feel present. I'll take that deep breath that I took earlier. And let's get into our first exercise here of gratitude. I might feel a very heightened state of anger, of sadness. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what to do about it. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. I think we're familiar with these spirals. Here in this state, while I'm practicing, while I'm exercising, I can a little easier look for gratitude. And then later, when a heightened emotion comes, I can reach for the understanding that I'm getting here. Let's understand, what can we be grateful for right now? Let's wrap for now. Find the water. And I have found myself funny in some of the stuff that gets put on my gratitude list, but it is important. I have thanked the internet on my gratitude list because so much of the internet connects me to the things that I need and I want, and glad to have it. Let's go into meditation. Sometimes when we're feeling heightened emotions, we really just need a pause. And when I say just need a pause, I need to take the word just out of it. It's difficult to pause in heightened states. That's why we're going to practice right now. Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed. Breathe. As we come back, let's find our water. And I've used this practice. Sometimes people tell us stuff we don't necessarily feel like hearing, want to hear, want to have that news. Sometimes I get bad medical advice. I can breathe through it because I'm still breathing. So I'm practicing that. This way I can hear the actual words, my emotions don't take over, and logic can set in. Let's keep going. Let's write some stuff down. If you don't like what you hear, you might want to write that stuff down. It doesn't double down on the thought. It releases it from your mind, puts it on paper, and it changes it a little bit. Now, we're not looking for a result here. We're looking to practice writing so that when we come up to something and we want to write and need to write about it, we have that practice. Let's write anything. Practice right now. Let's wrap for now, finding the water. And one of the reasons why I journal is because I need to journal about this feels better than I'm going to tell you a thing about you. It's changing the stuff that goes on in my mind and allows me to manage it before I give it to someone else. Let's keep going into yoga practice, into our stretch. 1 minute of changing your body because gravity is doing its thing. Let's stretch it out. Stand if you can stand. We're doing a sun salutation. Inhale the arms up. And you could do any of the poses in the sun salutation. Look up. If it feels good, stay there. When you're ready, fold forward and hang over your feet, rounded back, bended knees as bent as you want them to be. The stretches in the back. When you're ready, halfway lift. That's a flat back. Look up. And let's get into a high plank. Plant your palms down, step your feet back. Really strong pose. Lower slowly all the way down. Then push against the ground and your chest comes up, your head comes up. Point your feet, straighten your legs. Let's meet in down dog. Hips up into an upside down V with our body. Your head is facing your thighs. Your heels are trying to reach the ground if they can. And when you're ready, walk forward. When you reach your hands, start rolling up. Meet your palms above the head. Exhale them down to the center of the chest. Maybe pause for a moment. Pause for 2 moments. Find your water. Allow that to help you transition. Water is also part of the exercise because water can always happen, quote, later. Let's do it now and take our energy into the plank pose. I'm going to be asking you to get into a pose in just a moment. Let's get into the right mind frame. What do you need from yourself? Sometimes I need to be gentle. Sometimes I need to just ignore it and let my body get into the pose without thinking about it. Let's practice. Get in that pose in 3, 2, 1, up in plank. And that's what it took to get you up in plank today. Notice that. If you're not up in plank, let's notice that. It's been 10 seconds in, and it is not too late to get into this pose. Decide that you're going to get into the pose and just stay up there for a moment. That's 20 seconds in. It's never too late. I'm still counting down. Get up into that plank pose if you haven't yet. We have 30 seconds. And if you've been staying this whole time, take a moment to say, look at me. Breathe into it. See if you need that pain in your face. For 20 seconds, can you breathe and calm your face and hold the pose. Find your strength for 10 more. Just for today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to find the energy we need, and we're doing it for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Come down off your plank. And however many seconds you did, that's today. Stretch your way back, find your water, find a little way to say, all right, that's what I did. If I got up in plank pose, I'm probably proud of myself because it's not what I wanted to do, but I did it anyway, and I'm practicing doing things like that. Let's keep going. Bring that energy into the procrastination. Maybe you don't want to do the thing that you know you need to that would help your next day or the next few hours or life in general. Let's take it on in the smallest way. Let's find the smallest way and take action on a small task right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. Notice I don't say 3, 2, 1. I don't say rush, 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 get it done. It's not about getting it done. It's about finding the thing to start and being able to stop and move along. Let's practice our connection. You might let someone know where you're struggling, or let someone know where they bring joy to your life, or just a simple hello. All of these are ways to connect and stay connected. Let's see what we find when we look for some connection right now. Let's wrap for now. Finding water. Maybe finding that exercise was a little difficult and the panic set in. I don't have time to connect. I couldn't connect. It's okay. We're practicing connecting. We're not getting tested on our connections. Whatever happened, happened. Let's keep going into our aerobics. If all the other exercises didn't go exactly how you wanted, do not let that deter you from doing the next right thing. We are practicing taking action. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, move your body. This exercise is a tool because the more I exercise here, the more I'm able to use this tool that is a body out there. That's 10 seconds in already. Now you can take this with whatever energy you have today. Maybe you're finding out what kind of energy you have. That's 20 seconds. If you can, if you want to practice, if you want to be in the practice of generating more energy, here's where you can try it out. For 30 seconds, you have the opportunity to do this how you want to do it, to take action how you want to move. How do you want to do that? For 20 seconds, let's keep our experiment going. As this gets more challenging, let's find a way to meet that challenge if we're not hurting ourselves. Continue going for 10 more seconds. We're at the countdown. How do you finish as strong as your body and mind will allow for today? 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Those are the OMAT exercises I find essential and really helps me to sharpen these tools to live out in the world. Thank you for taking OMAT today.